Yay! We made it to the end of the month. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Her Majesty blog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social development through women empowerment. My name is Onke, and I will be your host for tonight. And on this particular show called It Is Within Her series, which also happens to be our slogan, we chat to amazing women at the forefront of pageants, from beauty queens to organizers. Hi, Lisedi. Okay, I love Lisedi, so I had to say hi. From beauty queens to organizers, founders, CEOs, operational managers, everyone, as they let us in on what it's like to be purposeful and pioneering women at the forefront of these pageants. Tonight, we are chatting to the reigning Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, Kadija Makhanya. And trust me when I say we are excited, more than excited. I see Temu is here. I'm just going to tell the story of how we got to be this obsessed with Miss Mamelodi Sundowns. Back in the day, when we were still figuring out what to do with this whole blogging thing, we got invited to Miss Mamelodi Sundowns where Kadija was crowned. And hey, all things Miss SA. But from all things Miss SA, you need to let us know, like, who are you? Like, you need to come to our show and chat to us. I see they sent us a request. Okay, I'll finish the story once Kadija is here. Let me accept. That's the thing about the lives. I see people I like, and then I get excited while I'm still doing the intro. But you know what? We will do this. Hey!
Hello. Okay, let me get
How are you?
let me get some face beats. There we go.
Oh my gosh, yes. It worked out.
Face beat. Ooh. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, Onke. How are you?
I'm amazing. You know how excited I am. I was still telling the story of why this interview is so important to this blog. So I can finish my story because people were disturbing me. You know, when you're doing a live and you see people you like and you can't help but say hi
It's
to
the
them.
love, baby. It's the love.
It's the
Wait,
love,
guys, why do
right?
I only have one AirPod? I do. Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
Yes, it's the love.
So,
It's the love.
mm-hmm.
Yes. So the story, I
So
was
the
just telling you.
mm-hmm.
Yes, I was telling them why we're so excited about this interview. So at the beginning of this vlog, just when me and Temu were just confused about what to do, are we going to do live interviews? Are we going to record them? Are we going to go on YouTube straight? Are we going to do a podcast? The first
Yeah.
pageant we ever attended together as Her Majesty, after creating the logo and the social media account, was Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, where you were crowned. So, like, you understand how monumental this is. This is like a moment
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And
And
I
we
think
call
that's yeah, and I mean for you guys to attend the very first pageant as Her Majesty organization, and that being Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, where I had been crowned, that's absolutely amazing. But all in all, how was the experience of the show?
like, Temo, can you please type it there? Maybe like your perspective will be that's how we got obsessed with Miss Mamelodi Sundowns. And from
Mm.
that day on, we could see that this is, like I always say, a well-oiled machine. From the minor details to the major details, like
Mm.
everything was just so perfect. We actually stayed until the very end. We couldn't leave, we couldn't go home. Like, we had to sit
Mm.
there and wait to take pictures with you at the end of the night.
Please share. Please share.
I wanted to
Please
share
share.
them earlier. Like, look, we were literally groupies for you. Just like, oh, guys, oh, she's here. Yes, the winner is here, guys. And everyone is gone. We can take pictures with the winner. We really wanted her to win. So, yeah.
I was probably still in awe at that moment, and was just like, yeah.
And we were sitting right in front. So we could take pictures of you as you walked and took like your first walk with the crown and the sash and everything. So, yeah, man. You know what? Before I go on and
Yes.
on, this is not about us. This is about you and the pageant. So,
This is about
without
Miss
waiting,
Sundowns.
it's about Miss Sundowns as well, the organization. So, just to start
Exactly.
things off, please tell us more about your pageant journey and where it started.
Right. Okay, greetings everybody. Good evening. Good evening. It has been a while. Lovely to see everybody on the live. I've seen a few familiar names. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for joining us. Um, my pageant journey, and when did it start? Where did it start?
Yes.
Has to be 2012. That's when I got introduced to the pageant industry. And I remember I've shared the story before. Um, we were at the mall, Guamash, where my grandmother stays. So we were sent
Mm.
to the mall to get a few things. And then we see, posters around the mall saying, enter Miss Bridge City. You could be the next Miss Bridge City. So people that live Guamashu and the surrounding areas would actually know this. Um, I was I was in grade 10 at that time. Yeah.
Mm.
I was in grade 10, and so my cousin's like, wait, I am walking with the next Miss Bridge City, so you have to enter this pageant. And I was like, me? But I've never entered a pageant before. I
Mm.
don't even know how to walk. I've never, I would put heels on at home and model in front of my mirror and,
Mm.
just pretend I'm Beyonce and all of that. But I've never done it for a crowd. I've never, been on stage. So I wasn't comfortable with that. Um, so then I took the leap of faith and I entered. Happened to be the very youngest to enter the
Wow.
pageant, and it took about 2 weeks in preparation. So I entered, got the call back, and after getting the call back, it took 2 weeks of preparation. Finding the dresses, finding
Mm.
accessories, and all of that, and somehow when I got on stage, it's like I had an alter ego. It's like I had a persona that took over, and it wasn't really Khadija, because having no experience at all, I haven't even walked in front of a crowd before. I had this inner confidence in me that just said, "This is yours.
Mm.
This is yours."
Wow.
And I made it to the top five, and it was the Q&A. And then ultimately I got the first position and I won Miss Bridge City. So that was the very first pageant that I entered. And from there, one of the judges
Mm.
was Miss Vibe at the time. She's now a radio presenter for Vibe FM, actually, called Uboni. So, and she was like, you better enter Miss Vibe because, girl, I need you. And then from there, a year later, I entered Miss Vibe. I made it to the
Yes.
first princess. We
Nice.
did a lot of Yes, we did a lot of community work with
Mm.
Vibe FM, and we also did, appearances, actually, yeah, studio appearances on the radio show. So that's where I got a little bit of radio experience, and that's where actually I learned, the importance of giving back to your community. I didn't
Mm.
even stay full time Guamashu. I stayed in Mlaz at the time, but I was able to move around and help in different communities. So my pageant journey has just literally been, from 2012. It has been
Yes.
just a few pageants, but all of them have been so significant and have made, an impact in my life. And then after that, it was Miss MUT and then to Miss Sundance.
Amazing. And what do you think has been your winning factor? I always ask people, what is it that you have that you think and you believe you have that has made you win all these pageants and do so well?
Winning factor is that I don't treat pageants as a competition. I treat it as an opportunity to learn
Mm.
and grow. Um, yeah. So
Mm.
I treat it as an opportunity to learn and grow and to meet new people.
Mm.
As I said, I met Uboniswa when I won my very first pageant, and she now works for
Mm.
Vibe FM, and we have a very good relationship with her, and I've got a good relationship with the station. Likewise with MET, the institution that I entered.
Mm.
So for me, it's always an opportunity to learn, to grow, to, um, sort of elevate my own, um, just elevate myself and,
Mm.
contribute to my personal development. For me, that's what pageants
Yeah.
are. And that's why I don't treat it as, that's why I don't refer to myself as a pageant girl, because
Mm.
I don't think I'm a pageant girl. I don't believe that I'm a pageant girl, but I always see the opportunity to learn and grow and you know, experience what I need to experience to get the lessons to, you know, create a meaningful impact and also just learn all in general.
And
But the sorry, just
no
a thought that
problem.
popped up.
Mm,
To directly answer your question now is that
yeah.
the winning factor would be confidence.
Mm,
Mm, I have a lot of self-confidence. I believe in myself. I believe in my own capabilities, and there's always an opportunity. As I said, there's always an opportunity to learn and grow, but there's also an
mm,
opportunity to serve.
mm,
I'm a very on the ground person, so you probably won't find me, um, you know, with the elitists or with the exclusives.
yes.
I will be where the people are. I will be,
Mm,
you know, getting my hands dirty. I will be assisting and being in the moment. That's why lockdown hit me the most. But
mm,
that's a topic for another day. So confidence, definitely believing in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people to believe in you
yes.
and trust you with such a role? So yeah, those three things are my winning factor, to be quite
Mm,
honest. Don't treat it as a competition, treat it as an
mm.
opportunity to learn and grow. Self-confidence, as well as believing in yourself.
Great stuff. And moving on to Miss Mamelodi Sundowns. What is the purpose of the pageant and how did you come to say, look, that one I'm entering it, it is mine?
Right. So the purpose of the pageant is obviously it's a women empowerment project, and they've been doing
Okay.
it successfully for the past 9 years, going to 10.
Mm,
Hence why we're celebrating the 10-year anniversary. It's to create women leaders. It's to
mm,
create women who will make a difference, who will elevate not only themselves but their
mm,
communities, their families, the people that are around them. It's to empower young girls and so that they can create a name for themselves in society
mm,
and also have a voice that's going to be heard, but also act along
mm.
what they say using their voice. So that's the purpose of the pageant. And Mamelodi Sundance has done an impeccable job. And they hold women empowerment so close and dear. Um, as one of their values. So that would
Mm,
be, you know, the whole aim
mm.
of
The pageant.
the Miss Mamelodi Sundance pageant. And you would see big names today, you know, who have walked this journey before and have
Look,
made it to the universe stage and, you know,
yes.
the global stage. So you'd see that the underlying principle would
Mm.
be generally empowering women so that they can create a name for themselves and empower themselves whilst empowering others around them as well.
This is honestly amazing, considering the fact that Mamelodi Sundowns is a soccer team. Like when I told everyone in this house that I'm going to be interviewing Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, because they are all Kaiser Chiefs fans, they had to ask,
Oh
is there
wow!
Miss Kaiser Chiefs? But how dare
I get
you?
that
Like, how can you
question.
tell us?
I get that question all the time. Like, is there no Miss Kaiser Chiefs? Why did you enter Miss Sundowns? Like,
Exactly.
please go enter Miss Kaiser Chiefs now. Like, please. I get that all the time. But yeah,
Uh,
no, you know, football gets to the hearts of people.
yes,
So I
yes.
understand, and you know, you just laugh and you move on.
We laugh and we move on. And you know what? As I'm sitting here, I'm a sellout in this house because I am dealing with the Mamelodi Sundowns, which is the number one enemy.
Exactly.
Exactly that. So it's very important for um, a football club that was known to be like a male football club to be supporting a pageant. That is
Mm-hmm.
huge. And I don't think people actually appreciate that enough, man. Like, and the
Mm-hmm.
pageant has been consistent for 10 years. I don't think the public
Mm.
appreciates what Mamelodi Sundowns has done to the pageantry world. And look, 10 years, what do you think has been the winning formula? Or did I just say it? I think I got it, man.
I think you just yeah you've
I touched
yeah
on
you've
it.
got it. You touched on it. You know, I've stopped referring to Mamelodi Sundowns as a soccer club or a football club. No,
Mm,
it is an institution of excellence.
mm.
I mean, you
Yeah.
name it, women empowerment. Our ladies team is doing amazing right now. They even brought the CAF Champions League home.
Yes, I was about to mention that.
We've Exactly. We've got our development team doing amazing, and I've got the chance to actually meet them and interact with them. You've
Mm,
got our first team also, dominating their league, but also a lot of extra work. Not really extra work, but a lot of
mm,
associations that Mamelodi has. Um,
mm.
with other organizations, Rock Nation, nobody saw that coming. So that's why I refer to it as an institution of excellence, and that is African excellence, not just any
Guys,
ordinary football club.
it's like excellence. I'm going to take that to the living room right now and just make them mad all at once. And then Lindiwe was asking, Lindiwe Dube, hi Lindiwe, was asking in the comments, what are some of the highlights of your reign?
Ooh,
It's been almost 2 years,
well,
Khadija. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like,
lalela,
aren't you the longest reign?
lalela. Longest reigning. I even had a reminder on my phone. It was showing me a picture
Mm,
of myself, Susanda, and Dennis at the airport. You know how you'd welcome the players in your own hometown, and you've got the
mm,
supporters, and we're singing and we're cheering. That was November 2019 when I was still a KZN princess, and I was like, wow, this journey has been absolutely amazing. And it's so hard to single out one
mm,
highlight because there's been so many history making moments throughout my reign, and I've been blessed to,
mm.
experience our ladies team winning the inaugural CAF Champions
Ah,
League. I've been
ah,
blessed to
so
experience
amazing.
Mamelodi Sundowns celebrating their 50-year anniversary. I've
Yes.
been blessed to experience Mamelodi Sundowns, being in association with Rock Nation, signing under Rock Nation Sports. I've been, experiencing all these history making moments with Mamelodi Sundowns that
Mm,
I can't even isolate one highlight of my reign. But I think just to tie everything and answer up the question was from the moment I was on stage, from the moment I was in top five and they asked me my question, to my answer, to my support for women in sports, to my support of the ladies team, to this moment where they are
mm,
now champions on the African continent. That continuity for me has been
mm,
amazing, has been absolutely amazing, because the transformation of our ladies team has been mind blowing. It's been
yeah,
impeccable, and how people are coming to the party and supporting women in sport, and
mm,
how so much development has taken place in such little time. It really shows that we all just need to put in effort. And you'd see even on Twitter when the ladies play their finals, you'd see a lot of comments, and you'd see that people were actually engaged and watching the
mm.
game, and supporting our ladies team, and that was amazing. So for me, I think the continuity of women in sports and women empowerment has been absolutely amazing, and will forever be my highlight.
Forever will be your highlight. And then someone else, I forgot the name, sorry, asked, what have you learned during this reign?
Mm. Um, exposure as being Miss Mamelodi Sundowns will result in you maturing emotionally,
Mm,
maturing um, as an individual in society. So I think apart from just the prizes and the economic development that you get as Miss
mm,
Sundowns, you meet a lot of people, you create a lot of connects, and you get to
mm,
learn and grow. Not once did I think that I'll ever be on home ground, and I was. Not once did I ever think that I'll be interacting with supporters in Mamelodi, and
mm.
part of my reign actually staying in Gauteng, even though it was under lockdown conditions. Um, so all in all, I think it's just the growth that I've experienced, and
Mm,
be elevated, to a young lady in society who actually stands up and say, you know what, I actually want to take part in this, and I actually want to be on the ground. I actually want to get my hands dirty, and I actually want to help and serve. And that is, the underlying value of Mamelodi Sundowns, the institution, which is Ubuntu. We don't just say it, but we practice it, we live it. It's in our projects, the things that we do, the message that we send across. You would see that we do a lot of work with the foundation. I've done a lot of work with the African Fashion International, which is run by Dr. P. And yes, so it and I remember saying this, I think it was at Vision View, my very first interview after being crowned, and it was Media Week. I said, if you're still thinking that Miss Sundowns will only be for the football club, then you have it incorrect, because she's supposed to be a versatile individual in this industry, and she has to work with our foundation. She has to work with, you know, the fashion sector that is headed by Dr. P. She has to be put in places and still represent Mamelodi Sundowns as gracefully as she can, you know, in all these different, you know, industries. So, and that's exactly what I've done. It wasn't just about the team and the football club, but it was the team. It was women empowerment. It was the ladies team. It was the development team. It was AFI. It was the Motsepe Foundation. I tried to really, you know, spread myself across and you know, get a greater reach, and you know, also focused on developing myself as an individual, because I'm only Miss Sundance for a certain period, but it's the long-lasting legacy that I've created that will actually be the foundation of where I'm going with this institution, and all the connections that I've made, and you know, the person that I am today.
You know what? I was about to ask exactly that. I think you are reading my face as well. Because thank you so much for being honest about the connections that you're making as Miss Mamelodi Sundowns. It's really honest of you to say that, look, like what I have experienced here and the people that I've associated myself with, girl, your phone book is, look, yeah, halalela, it's amazing.
It also requires a lot of dedication. So the one advice, or the one thing that I had to learn, is that not everything will be set out for you. Some things you have to just go out there and seek and knock and get rejected and try again. And if that doesn't work, then what will? I mean, a perfect example would be when we thought we had, you know, my homecoming planned out, and then sorry, there was level 5 lockdown. So, you know, you have to fall down and get back up, and there will be challenges along the way. And it's just really about how you handle them. That's important. So yeah, it's been a very interesting journey, but the person that I was in 2019, is very different to who I am now. I think there's a sense of growth, maturity, and understanding African excellence, understanding, you know, that we as Africans can uplift ourselves and also uplift our communities. And that's exactly what the Motsepe family has done with Mamelodi Sundowns and all the other institutions that they've created.
Amazing. And encompassing all of that together, looking into the future, what would you like your legacy to be?
Wow, legacy. Long way to go. But really, from, you know, all the lessons that I've learned and my own individual, you know, values, the one thing that I take away from this experience is how, you know, is how we as Africans can create our own communities and our own in you know, environments where we are uplifting each other. So that's the one key thing that I take away. You know, I even mentioned Dr. Precious in my answer, and I draw so much inspiration from her and her strength, you know, being a woman. So I follow her closely. So the work that she's done to, you know, ensure that young girls are empowered, I mean, I'm inspired by her. So I really take that with me as I go along and prospect the future. But things that to expect. Well, I am I'm currently practicing as a candidate engineer with
Ah,
the
yes,
Engineering Council of South Africa.
yes.
So, yeah, I'm actually doing my training at the moment. So I plan to register as a professional engineer.
Mm,
So that's in my 2-year goals, and I do have prospects of moving abroad and pursuing a business management a business management degree overseas and
mm,
visit my family overseas and tour the African country. Um, but yeah, and I also plan on someday,
mm,
someday.
mm,
Um, starting my own foundation, but at the moment, I'm pretty happy and comfortable with the work that I do in collaboration with other
mm,
people who have foundations, because really it's about what you're doing and
mm.
and and yeah, and not really the cover of it. So someday starting a foundation, someday creating something sustainable where you're not just donating or you're not just speaking and that's that, but creating something that's continuous and that will be sustainable for the youth, our young girls, our young boys, and society in general. But at the moment, it's really Khadija the engineer.
Ah, nice. Ah, amazing stuff. Oh my gosh. All of this reminds me of your answer at the pageant. And after that, you're just like, there's the winner right there. She's taking it. There's our winner.
Of course, and really, what people, the way in which people connect is through the stories in which we tell.
Yes.
So literally, my answer was a story of myself and a story of what I believe in. And I'm so glad, that I got to work on it during my year of reign. And as I
Mm,
said, the continuity of women in sports and women empowerment was the biggest highlight of my reign, because wow, from my answer to the trying times of the IG lives with the ladies team, and
mm,
up to where we can actually see some sort of investment in women's football and women in sports in general, and to this point where they actually lifted um,
look,
the trophy for the CAF
look. Yeah.
Women's League. So it has been an amazing journey, and to our prospect and future Miss Sundowns,
Yes.
cherish it, and
Mm,
enjoy the ride. It's going to be amazing.
super amazing. Pageants? You didn't mention any pageants anytime soon. Are you intending on entering any pageant? Any more pageants?
When I see the opportunity to learn and grow, I'll enter.
Okay. All
When
right.
when when
Great.
when when yes, when there's
Mm.
a strong why that is answered, I'll enter.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
so it really would have to go with my mindset, um,
Mm.
my maturity, what it is that I plan to do, and what it is that I'm actually doing. What story do I have to tell? How will I connect with South Africans for them to actually believe in me? I actually gave it away. So that will be, some of the things that I'll consider when I'm actually entering.
All right.
So
Great
say.
stuff. No, we'll take that. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. Like I could listen to you talk all day and just sit here and smile.
not
Like,
not even. Not even. You see, at the end of the day, it's the stories that we tell that connect us
mm,
all. So how you are running Her Majesty organization is absolutely amazing, and it goes back to one of your questions of the importance of pageants. Pageants are
mm,
an essential part of our
yes.
society and an essential part of empowering the girl child.
Mm.
So the work that you're doing is also quite amazing, and um, I wish you all the best with it. And yeah, the sky is the limit.
Ah, look.
And beyond, and beyond.
Like
Yes.
amazing stuff. Thank you so much for the compliment. And okay, fast forward to this year. next week, Monday, what's going to be happening? Please tell us. I'm a bit confused. Is everything going to be on YouTube? Can we buy tickets? Can we watch online?
Watch the space. So watch
Okay.
the space. All I can say is, guys, we have, you know, an amazing group of young ladies, 20 finalists, and please vote for them. They are amazing, and you guys have been seeing the work that they've been doing. They're actually all over Miss Sundowns page. So please vote for them and support them, and may the best queen, because all of you are queens, take the crown and become the brand ambassador for Mamelodi Sundowns. It's going to be such a ride, but you'll enjoy it and you'll have fun.
Amazing. And then watch the space, the voting. We've been sharing that on our statuses, how to vote and everything else. Choose your winner, 2 of them, right? And then go to the bottom, click on the yellow vote sign, and you can only vote once in 24 hours, right? I voted earlier.
Absolutely.
Yes,
it's a daily thing.
Great stuff.
Please vote for them every single day.
Every single day. No, bad. Like they're also doing an amazing job in reminding us to vote for them every single day. Look, they are running this thing like the well-oiled machine that I said it to run. And moving forward in the future,
it's 10 years.
It's 10 years.
10 years. So it has to be bigger and better. And to be quite honest, I want to see them reach greater heights than any other team that has ever taken, you know, this platform. So make the 10-year anniversary worthwhile. And I think now more than ever, you have, you know, more resources, you have more support, you have, you know, just an amazing team behind you. So take it and run with it.
Look, they've managed to host Instagram lives. We're following all of them as finalists in the midst of a pandemic and still run with it. They are so active on social media. They are posting. They're doing everything that they can to make sure that the brand is well aligned with the excellence that you were talking about earlier on. And I was about to say, any scoops for the future? Like, what can we look forward to in terms of the Miss Mamelodi Sundowns organization?
Mamelodi Sundowns in general will surprise you. So we always drop bombshells on people. So watch the space, and it only gets bigger and better from there. That's why I say that the next queen to take this platform must, you know, do the most. You have all the resources, you have a good team behind you, and it's the 10-year anniversary. There will never be another 10-year anniversary, and now is your time. You have the power to empower. So ladies, I hope you know, enthusiastic. I hope you're motivated. I hope you are ready, and I hope you understand your why, and you'll be able to share your story with all of us. So it's going to be an absolutely amazing finale day on Monday, where we get to meet our new queen. I'm so excited. So yeah, your time is now. Absolutely amazing. But with Mamelodi Sundowns, just expect the best. Literally.
Look, I'm nervous.
As I said, it's an institution of excellence.
I'm nervous and excited at the same time. That's why I'm asking so many questions. Like, what can I do besides voting? How will I survive until next week, Monday, without voting? I honestly cannot wait for next week, Monday, for the grand finale. And wow, hey, like you said, with Mamelodi Sundowns, look, you never know. The excellence, the excitement, the build-up, everything is just so amazing. We're excited last week as well, when the announcement came out. And that's when we started, you know, rushing and calling the right people to say, come, let us know what's going on. Let's build this hype, guys. Let's build this hype. But you know what, Kadija, thank you so much for joining us this evening, making time out of your busy schedule to talk to us and, you know, just chat nicely about pageants and everything else in the pageantry world. It's been amazing.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you. Well, I couldn't see all the comments, but thank you guys for joining us tonight, and we appreciate your time. We appreciate you taking time out to listen to us, and as we share our own stories. Thank you so much, Onke. It has been absolutely amazing. May your organization continue to grow and grow, and reach more people. And yeah, absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Mwah, mwah. Grace, you see the kids and she's spines are disturbing me. Someone is knocking on the door.
Fire! Fire!
They know what's going on around here. But Khadija, thank you and good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, guys. Oh, hi, Logan. The crowning is next week, Monday. I think we mentioned it after the comments. Yes, the crowning is next week, Monday. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This video will be available on our YouTube channel, Her Majesty Organization, and we'll share the links on Twitter and on Facebook. And of course, it's going to stay right here on Instagram. It's been a great evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.